Welcome to Bassam Studios, home of the Whiskey and Whiskers podcast, where we're getting fall down drunk and solving all the problems. We're your host, Whiskey Wizard Matt.
Gator.
And Blake.
All
right, why are you so upset, Matt?
I'm upset because, well, the person who gave the information was a really hot Japanese chick
Okay.
on the internet. But I feel really bad for all the single Japanese dudes out there because they're about to be taxed for being single.
Well, it's not just the dudes, though, right?
Well, I think the girls get taxed too, but
That's not fair.
So people are getting taxed for being single.
and not having kids.
I mean, they're kind of doing that here.
You think so?
Yeah, Trump's big, beautiful bill, part of it is, but it's the opposite side. The part of it is they're incentivizing people to have children by giving them more tax credits.
Ah, okay.
What if you already have children?
No, you're fucked.
Fuck.
So what about
gotta
And
have-
you're single, so you have to pay more taxes.
So I gotta have new kids?
Yeah, every year.
Well, there's some incentive at least.
Yeah, but
Damn,
think
could
if
you
you're
imagine?
being-
You're like, I save like $2,000 on my taxes every year by having a new kid every year.
Could you imagine like people being taxed for being single over here? That'd be crazy. I'd be upset. I'd be like, dude, I don't even want a girlfriend right now. I'm not trying to get a wife. I'm not trying to have kids right now. And they're like, well, you owe us some money. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you need to pull your weight, dude.
I'm what if you're dating a girl and you just keep pulling out and spraying it on her leg and stuff, and you're like, I don't know, we're trying, you know?
They're like, no,
I guess you still get taxed.
you probably gotta jack
Maybe
off
you
in a
could
cup.
adopt a kid. You'd be like, well, now you got to adopt a kid.
So there's no way around it.
No.
You got to pay.
Yeah. Or you get a tax cut. But apparently in Japan, they're having problems with people having babies and keeping the population where it should be. So they're
Yeah, what is it about?
going after the single people.
You have to have enough kids to support.
I forget what the words for it is called, but like their fertility rate isn't keeping their population the same level it should be, so they are taxing people.
See, on the one side, I was like, the Japanese government's kind of being like, that's for the bros, like, hey, get out there, get laid, that's
I
cool,
guess,
and
yeah.
it's incentivizing both guys and girls to like get it on. Which
But I
is
think
cool.
the girls would have an easier time, at least trying to get a guy if they're single. Or do you think there's some hopeless Japanese girls out there that can't get a date?
No, there's definitely not.
No. They'll find Americans.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll come to America.
Or Americans will go over there.
Yeah, any single Japanese chicks that want to move to Texas, you're more than welcome to. All the Texans would enjoy your company.
And you don't have to get married?
Yeah, you don't have to get married.
Why not, instead of like taxing single people, they incentivize being married? Like
Yeah.
they're doing here.
That's what they're doing here.
Yeah. In Japan, though. They're like, we'll give you more sushi every year or something.
Or you just tell the people that like condoms are bad, and everyone will agree.
They'll make your dick fall off and shit. Yeah.
Dude, what if the government was like, "Hey guys, stop using condoms; they're bad." It would, like we would all know that it's
Dude,
not the truth, but we would all also be like, "Oh yeah, totally, I'm down."
that's the best excuse. You're like, I don't wear condoms. They cause prostate cancer.
Yeah,
Like, all the microplastics in the fucking condom. Nah, I ain't doing that.
we need to start that rumor.
Yeah, don't say what it is. It's not that.
Yeah, condoms definitely cause prostate cancer.
They do. Good or bad. Well, because, like, when you do it, dude, it, like, shit can't come out like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It gets all backed up, dude. It's like fucking, you got a fire hose all laid out, dude. You slam the water open in it, and it's got it all plugged up on the end.
Well, it's supposed to have like a little, there's supposed to be a little room in the front for, like, catching sperm in the condom, right?
I guess.
What if you?
I don't know. I use condoms.
What if it's not?
I don't know how to use condoms. Maybe you're using too small condoms.
What if it just doesn't have enough volume in the little pocket, the sperm pocket?
Well, aren't you, like, ripping that bitch off and coming on her anyways? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
You don't
So
come,
the
you don't
government.
come in her, you just rip it off and come on her back.
So if the Japanese
something like
government
that.
was really for the bros, they would just be like, "Hey guys, condoms are bad,"
Yeah.
and then everyone would be like, "Yeah, we agree."
Yeah.
We all know, actually.
Make condoms illegal. Again.
Boom.
Well, doesn't what's his name
Again.
that people are obsessed with? The
We just start dropping agains on shit.
Yeah.
Pierce Morgan, James Peterson.
What?
Who's the James Peterson?
Jefferson
right?
Peterson. Jordan Peterson.
Jefferson
Peterson.
Airplane.
Yeah, that's
He
it.
says
Starship.
that people are getting married less in the United States because marriage is a really raw deal for males. So males are tending to not even trying to get married. They're like, nah, we're into long-term relationships, then we dump you, then we get on to the next girl. we don't get married. So,
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that. And I don't think Jordan Peterson proliferates that. He has a whole series on marriage.
you don't think that marriage is a raw deal for?
Not if it's good. But that's that. It's not just for guys. Like, bad marriages suck for everybody.
Mhm.
And good marriages are good for everybody.
It's like if somebody gave you a Mercedes right now.
But if like
Are you gonna-
X amount of marriages end up in divorce, what's that percent now?
Oh, I have no idea.
And how many times does the guy get screwed over more than the girl?
I don't know. I'd like to think married people get laid more than single people,
Which is probably false.
which is nice. You think it's false?
Yeah.
No, you get laid the most right when you're in the beginning of a relationship, and then it's like you're on that bell curve, and then you get married and you stay on the downslope of the bell curve forever
Yeah, that's why you got to find extra women.
until
Oh,
death do you
right,
part.
right.
Yeah,
That's what they're saying.
that's what they're saying. Yeah, what if you're like that one dude from Japan where you have 31 girlfriends and you tell them all you have different birthdays? Is that guy
Dude,
getting
you should have
super
so
casted?
many, like,
Is he getting
tax
super tax
credits.
cuts? For like having 31 girlfriends?
he's like, I can't even eat all the sushi they're giving me.
Remember we did the bit on that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Had all those girlfriends. He was in Japan too. So does he get like?
But was he just like...
The government's probably paying him to date all those girls.
What if
right?
they're like AI girls or like sex dolls?
I think they were real girls, and that's why he got sued.
Because you could make like AI. You're like, yeah, here's me and my wife and our kid. It's all like AI shit. And they're like, where's your kid? And they're like, oh, he's like swimming with sharks right now or something. I don't know. Same as my wife.
What if you just started a business where you're like, look, if you don't want to pay taxes, I'll knock you up for free.
But you have to be. But you
And
still
you
be
work
single.
for the person?
But you have to be married.
What
you
business are you going to start where there's
Nah,
a
that
bunch
doesn't
of
make
pregnant
sense.
women working
No,
for you?
but it's a single tax. You can knock them up and do they like for their.
Yeah, but you're still having kids. Or they're having kids.
I'm trying to understand your business plan here. What's going on?
No, let's map it out.
Yeah. So you're like, come work for me. I'll give you tax credits if I
No.
can get you pregnant.
No. The Japanese government will give people tax credits for having kids. So all you do is just get them pregnant. That's it. And you're like, boom, now you have a kid.
They're like,
And they're like, thanks, now I get the tax credit.
so you get, if you just have a bunch of kids, you have a bunch of tax credits.
I think there's.
I don't think you would get the tax credit unless you were married.
You're just like being generous and donating.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to donate my sperm and the tax credit to you because you're wonderful.
Right.
And you can take care of the kid. Bye.
Yeah.
I got to
think we
move on to
did.
the next one.
And I'm going to have like 400 kids.
I
Dude,
think
it sounds
we
like it's going to just tear their society apart. Look what that's promoting, man.
I think we did a story on a guy that was just knocking up girls for a job.
For a job?
Yeah, he is like he's like, yeah, my brother's like a neuroscientist, and like my parents are super smart. I'm super
Oh, and he was
fit.
donating sperm.
And he's like, I like live inject you, bro, with my dick. Like they're paying him.
It's a pretty sweet gig. I bet not, though. Right? Like,
Probably got to eat a lot of pussy. And you're like, damn.
But
Yeah.
it's probably not like hot chicks who
Yeah.
desire you. Like,
No, the chicks were pretty hot.
some of them, maybe.
The chicks they showed were pretty.
Yeah,
hot.
I think we're definitely like coping, right? We're like, that guy fucking fucks like 100 chicks every month. Must suck.
yeah. I bet like 3 of them are hot. The rest
Probably
are
not
just
even
gnarly.
hot.
They could be like people who can't get pregnant by other people. Like that kind of thing.
Which is awesome.
Apparently,
Keep
people, like
trying,
the girls
you know?
have left them reviews and stuff.
No, you know what I mean? Like there's two people who can get pregnant, but they can't get one of the other pregnant. So they like call him up. It could be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Would you have to have
Which is
Google
probably a
reviews?
lot because that's a big portion of people now, you know?
In Japan?
Yeah. What now? Yeah.
What would your Google review say about your job?
If I was the master of all that,
Yeah, what would your Google review say?
they'd be like 10 stars if we could do it. Great stock, good breeder.
Good breeder.
We recommend.
It's kind of short, though.
Yeah, yeah. But no, my
would
offspring
you
are big.
would you get the clean and hygiene, or would you have to like? What would your like love making palace be?
Oh, I'd probably have like a hay barn set up or something. Yeah.
Right next to the chickens and the goats.
Fuck yeah, it'd be all hot and sweaty and shit, and there'd be like flies and wasps and shit everywhere.
Like it helps. It's all the
Snakes and shit.
Nature's Key. You could sell them on Nature's Key, and that'll
You imagine? You gotta stop.
Organic.
You gotta stop mid-stroke to smash a snake or something.
help. Yeah.
For raccoons trying to like break in.
Yeah, fuck that. Be awesome, dude. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You could lay them on the hay in the hay barn.
Yeah, they get all scratched up. That shit hurts, dude. And stabs you.
It's a good business plan.
Yeah, I'm down, dude.
Gators down.
Breeding. Oh, we got breeding week coming up.
Breeding season?
Breeding season. Yeah.
What month do you think is the most babies are born? Is it like 9 months after 4th of July?
December,
Valentine's
maybe. After
Day.
Valentine's Day. 9 months after Valentine's Day.
You think it's Valentine's Day or do you think it's like Christmas?
I think it's Christmas.
Thanksgiving?
My birthday is 9 months after Christmas. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of people that are born in September.
Yeah, Christmas?
Christmas. Dude, it's cold. Even think like historically, right?
You
Like
just bought her a
everybody's-
bunch of stuff and she's like, hell yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's just got through like having Thanksgiving and shit, and everyone's just like in their PJs inside because it's cold.
You've had some,
Yeah.
You know,
you've had some spiked eggnog, you know? You're feeling a little loose.
that's why there's so many birthdays in September for sure.
I'm dreaming why.
And
It's kind of weird to think about, Blake.
it also seems like a lot of people after going skiing in Colorado get pregnant. I don't know why. It's just anecdotal, but I've seen it happen multiple times. Not like seen it happen, but like
Oh, whatever, dude. We know it's you.
Here's the deal. I was born 4 months after 4th of July. What do you think about that?
9 months after
Yeah.
4th of July.
July?
4 months.
Damn, you were born quick.
August, September,
Get to the point.
October, November, December,
shit to do.
January, February, maybe 7 months. January? I can't think about it.
I think people take 9 months.
Yeah. Maybe I was a little, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't 4th of July.
Yeah,
Disregard that.
let's go back. So, yeah.
What month were you born? You don't have to say your
February.
birthday, just what month? February? Impossible to do that kind of
Yeah, dude, I don't know. You're 1943 or something like that?
So February, March, April, May, right?
Okay.
Because it's 9 months, so 3 months forward. It's the same as
What?
9 months back.
Dude, I'm confused now.
So maybe when school got out. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Last day of school. Who did they pick up from school that day? Or who got
This
off
is
the
cool.
bus that
When
day?
did your parents fuck each other?
I think Valentine's Day. Because I was born in November.
February?
Yeah. It's kind of gross. to think
I don't
about.
know. Just think about it.
No. Shit's gnarly, bro.
That's the only time married people get laid is on holidays.
Nah,
yeah.
I bet your dad was romantic. I bet he took her out somewhere nice.
Oh, I bet he ate a bunch of food and shit, dude.
What was he at the Italian place and he ordered like a cheeseburger?
Fucking yeah, dude. This place sucks. I ain't going back there again. Yeah. He
You're
would.
like, Dad, the lasagna was really good.
Yeah. They have great chicken parm.
All right, let's see what's in the box.
Yeah, let's take a shot.
I have never seen this before. Today we're drinking Sisterdale Distilling Company Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Sisterdale, that's Texas, right? Nope, Indiana.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, where do you open it from?
Nope, it doesn't.
You gotta bite it. You gotta
you gotta-
chew through the bottle, dude. Use your teeth, man.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah. You bit it.
Shh.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Yeah. Did you get it on your face? Whoa.
nice.
Give me a shot glass, Gator.
What is this, like a dog on the front? Or a cow or something?
Cow dog. Cattle
Yeah,
dog.
it's cow
Catahoula?
dog. California? Chattahoochee?
Catalina?
Mama, yeah. We don't want to take you.
Oh, that's the Catalina wine mixer, bro.
Aren't there islands, Catalina?
I think it's
Or it's
Catahoula.
Carolina.
Catahoula.
Carolina Islands.
Yeah. They're nice, dude. I've been there a few times.
You took a boat?
Took a
Jet
boat.
ski?
Yeah, well, we flew an airplane one time and took a boat all the other times. It was a canoe, actually.
Here, cheers. man.
Is a canoe not a boat?
Well, it's a primitive boat, I guess.
Okay.
Not many people call it a boat. They're not like, I'm going boating today, and they go hop out on their canoe and like paddle for miles. You know?
You need to put that on your dating profile. Like, I got a boat.
Yeah.
And then you show up with a canoe.
Or a kayak with one of the like little batteries on it. I'm like, yeah, we can pedal it around. You can sit in my lap. Or you can buy a $2,000 kayak with all the fucking gear on it. You can pedal everywhere and get eaten by alligators and shit.
You give her the shitty slow kayak.
Yeah. Make her work.
Dude, speaking of, y'all remember seeing that alligator video where the guy was feeding it?
Yeah.
That was cool. He just had like a pond in his backyard with an alligator in it. And he'd feed
Alligator
the alligator.
homie.
Yeah.
Croc Bros.
That's probably the best way to get close to one is just fucking feed it like
I was
that.
reading the comments and they said once alligators lose fear of humans, they usually go after small prey like children or dogs.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, no, so this is how you offset the, like, constant kids you're pumping out to get the tax credit.
You just feed alligators, right? They'll crawl in their bedrooms at night and just...
They're like, where is he? And you're like, oh, he's out there playing with the alligators. Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit. It's time to make another one.
Damn.
Get it? Because we're feeding our children to alligators.
Yeah, because we need tax breaks, dude. Taxes are
For
outrageous.
taxes.
Outrageous, dude. Death and taxes, dude.
Y'all get tax breaks for having a kid, right?
It's complicated.
I think they're going about this all wrong. If the problem, because the reason you have to have more kids is so that you can support the elderly, right? So rather than trying to have more kids or promoting that, what if you just got rid of the elderly?
Yeah, I
Feed
mean,
them to the alligators.
they're not doing anything really.
They're not even working.
But they're spending all their money, bro.
But if we let the alligators eat them, and then we get all their money.
Now, here's the deal. You need old people to go to Vegas and spend all their money. Or will it to you when they're dead.
That's true. No. There is some reason behind that because, like,
Because you can smoke a cigarette and get drunk as hell in Vegas and spend all your money, and it's cool.
because if we just opened up an alligator farm that like specialized in feeding old people to alligators,
Here's the deal. We open up a casino.
then they're just going to leave all their money to their kids, and that's the same families are going to get richer and richer. So yeah, you want to encourage them to go to Vegas and spend all their money and give it to like poor, trashy people, you know?
Native Americans.
Tax
Yeah.
breaks.
and Native American also.
Yeah, tax breaks. That's where
For
you get
taxes.
the tax breaks. Yeah. Well, they get tax breaks for doing it, so they go all the time. The more money they donate in Vegas, like the bigger tax break they get.
Dude, we should open up a casino in Texas. That'd be tight.
Yeah, it's like illegal and shit. And we're like, fuck it, we're doing it.
We just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because I went to the WinStar in Oklahoma, and that was pretty tight.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you been to the WinStar?
No.
It's pretty cool.
I've been to a casino in Reno. I've been to casinos in New Mexico, but I've never been to like Vegas.
Vegas is a trip, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Casinos are cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I liked it when I was sitting at the slot machine, and she just like, dude, I was like 19 too, and I'm sitting at the slot machine in New Mexico, and this chick walks up, and she's like, "Do you want something to drink?" Or no, that was in Nevada, but not Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. But she comes up, and she's like, "Do you want a drink?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm not." And she was like, "But they're free." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, bourbon and Coke, you know."
You have to tip them a little bit. Did you tip her?
Yeah, dude, but you take $100 and you're playing fucking quarters slot machines, you know?
Yeah.
And then you throw her $2 every time she brings you a drink, and then you just sit there and fucking.
Yeah, that's
Damn
why
slot
that's
machine.
why old people need to go there and
It's
spend all their
awesome.
money doing. That's what
Yeah.
you're gonna do.
But then I
When
went
you're
to
like
New Mexico.
75.
But then I went to New Mexico and went to a casino there,
Yeah.
and I was like, I know what to do here. I'm going to take $100. I'm going to go sit at the quarter slot machine and
Get free drinks.
get free drinks and tip her $1 or $2 every time. And then she came up. She's like, "Can I get you something to drink?" And I was like, "Can I have like a bourbon and Coke?" And she was like, "Oh no, we're dry here." What? The fuck do you mean? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
Why
that-
did you open a casino? You know what I mean?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
But they're like, you can't smoke in here.
It was a whole casino that didn't have alcohol. Why do people go there?
Could you BYOB?
I don't know. I was just outraged.
Yeah, I bet.
I was like, fuck this, dude. We
You're
should
like, I'm
leave.
drinking these wine-based fireballs for fucking 4 days. Now I can't even get a whiskey in a fucking casino.
Wine-based fireballs, bro. Ooh.
That's the gas station fireballs.
They
Yeah.
are?
Yeah, they're not real fireball.
It's just so you can taste Fireball, like how bad it is, and not get drunk. You know? It's kind of nice.
Ugh,
And
yeah.
get all the experience of drinking that fucking swill.
I do see a commercial on the internet now where it's Fireball, and they're like trying to like say put all this Fireball in your golf bag, like the little Fireball shots.
Yeah.
So it's a big Fireball golf commercial.
I just put airplane bottles in there.
Yeah, with full of Fireball. That's what they want you to do.
I just put
No.
milk bottles in there.
I don't put
You play
Fireball.
golf, Gator?
No.
Dude, you should. Maybe you'd be like the best golfer in the world.
I'd probably just like fill my golf bag with milk and drink milk all day on the golf course and like drive the cart. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Did we ever get an update on what happened to John Elway when he killed that dude in a golf cart?
No. I have no idea.
Remember that story?
Yeah.
Very vaguely.
John Elway's agent, John Elway's driving a golf cart and his agent died because John Elway hit him with a golf cart. Supposedly the story.
Fuck him, dude. He's a nerd.
Agent, dude.
Yeah.
Agent of the state.
A special agent?
Super special.
Football agent. It was John Elway's agent.
Former special.
Former everything now.
Yeah.
He's a former agent now.
Yeah.
He's a former fucking person now.
Well, I guess Elway will get the, what's his name treatment.
What if his last name was Lawway?
Lawway.
Instead of Elway.
Oh, the feminine?
Yeah.
Lawway?
Yeah.
Wait, who's the actor that
Joan Lawway.
who's the actor that shot somebody and got away with it?
The actor? Oh, Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, he's getting. I think Elway will get the Alec Baldwin treatment.
Yeah, dude had it coming.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin like pointed a gun at somebody and shot him in the head. Dude just wasted and like rolled his golf cart, killed an old man. It's pretty normal on a golf course. The guy was happy as fuck, dude. I bet he
That's
already.
where old, fragile people live, is on the golf course.
Yeah,
And that's where you drive golf carts drunk. I don't know.
they should
like-
bury him on the golf
Do you
course.
think if you die on the golf course, you go to golf course heaven where the cart girl like takes you to golf course Valhalla?
God, I hope not, dude. I hope not, because I don't want to die on a golf course and go to fucking golf course heaven. That sounds horrible. That sounds god awful.
I think you're wrong.
Oof. No thanks, man.
All the cart girls ask for your number.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it though. Just the eternity of car girls asking for your number. You don't even have a fucking phone. You're dead, dude.
Yeah, but they ask for your number. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, for eternity, I don't think so.
Uh-huh. And then you tip them like way more than you should.
Dude, and then they're at the 19th hole, bro, waiting for
and
you.
you're like, okay, and then what?
Like,
then
no, I just got off work. You want to go to the bar? And you're like, yeah.
And every shot, you get to feel the euphoria of a hole-in-one every single time.
Then Gator, then you take them back to your home that is on the golf course.
Then you go to
Like,
sleep.
you die
and
on
you
the
wake
golf
up the next
course.
day.
on the golf course.
If you die on the golf course, you have to live it forever and eternity in a golf course hell.
I'm not down, dude. Because then you're like, fuck, I guess got to play golf again today. Goddamn. Just have eternity to play fucking golf.
You might be able to get good at it if you have that long.
I don't know. I think that's impossible.
I hope you end up being some kind of ghost or poltergeist or something
On a golf course?
on a golf course. You just haunt a golf course.
Yeah, just kick balls around all day. The deer need to be out here.
That's what happened. Yeah, someone hits a ball right in the middle of the fairway and you just take it.
It just rolls. Yeah. It just vanishes. Because I put it in my mouth.
That's how ghost physics works.
My polter mouth. Run away.
poltergeist.
Yeah, because I'm a poltergeist.
You're a
I
poltergeist?
wouldn't put it in my polter hole. You know what I mean? Golf ball's kind of big.
You could be a polter bro.
Yeah, not to golfers, though.
Just a polter guy.
Yeah, I'd be a polter guy.
How'd you die on the golf course, Gator? If you
Lightning strike, golf cart strike, or golf ball strike, or
Okay.
golf club strike.
There's going to be strikes.
Some
though.
kind of strike, yeah.
he got hit by a golf ball.
Somebody's got to make a strike on their card. You know what I'm saying? Because I took a strike that day. Maybe an airplane strike, because there's airports next to fucking golf courses.
Or helicopter.
Yeah, or a bullet strike.
Jet ski.
Jet ski's great. Yeah, you never know. Golf courses are fucking wild. That's why I don't want to go to one for eternity, dude. All kinds of shit can happen.
So where do you want to be?
Not on a golf course. I don't want to be anywhere. Anywhere would be terrible for eternity. Really think about it. You know what I mean? There's nowhere that you'd be like, oh, I'm cool with doing that for eternity.
But your country club membership would be free. You know what I'm saying? You get all the food you want. You know?
And exclusive. They
Exclusive.
wouldn't let all those fucking shitty.
So it's not like cool people?
Yeah.
What if you're like, I'm done? Like, I want to go do something else now. And they're like, nope.
We can go play.
That's like hell now.
You can go play shuffleboard.
You're like,
they got a pool and a
They're
gym.
like, what about like bowling eternity?
Yeah, the country club's
And
got a
they're
pool
like,
and a gym and it's a
like I heard they have a targeted eternity over there. And they're like, nah, you died, bro. You died on the golf course. You're stuck here now.
Yeah,
Dude,
you didn't
Gator,
die
you
in a
could get all
Target.
the guitar gigs at the country club, you know?
Yeah, but I could do like fucking flute gigs and fucking like bagpipe gigs and shit because it's eternity, dude.
Yeah, you would learn all those instruments.
They have Amazon. Like you can order shit to the golf course.
Yeah.
From
Sure.
the golf course house.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where do you get food from? Just the golf
Where would
course?
be the shittiest place to be a poltergeist for eternity?
Oh man, probably like in an office
Like
building
Michael's?
or something. I don't know. This would be quiet at night and smell good.
An office building?
I don't even know if that'd be that bad. Probably like
Yeah, they got like snacks in the break room and stuff.
I'm trying to think what would be the worst because it wouldn't be like any kind of like landscape place would be horrible. You know what I mean? Like a golf course or like lake or like beach for eternity. Like that would suck. You know what I mean? They call that being fucking stranded on an island. You know what I mean? That's not eternity. Cool stuff.
You wouldn't want to be stuck on a desert island forever?
For eternity?
For eternity?
Yeah, and they're just like, oh, there's just food here and there's a cart girl and stuff.
Card girl.
Car girls are cute.
She's over there. And you're just like, I'm just hungry. I'm going to eat that motherfucker. And like, no, there's bananas and you can fucking eat some sand and shit.
We're just going to haunt this studio.
Yeah, this would be a cool place. So what's the best place or the worst place is what you're asking
Best,
me?
both.
The best? The best place to haunt. Probably like an HEB. Because it'd be like food and stuff and you could fuck up all the food.
What section? Like vegetable section?
Gary, he'd totally be a dairy poltergeist.
Yeah, I would go to all the sections I like.
Drink all the milk.
Yeah, I drink all the milk, eat all the meat, and then like all the berries and stuff. And drink all the honey. All the stuff that's like,
Like, there's a bear living?
yeah. They'd think a bear came in every night.
Do you
They'd
have
make,
all
like,
the
bear
beer
noises.
you wanted to, too, if you ever wanted to drink some beer?
Yeah, I could crack into, that's bear behavior too. Cracking into beers. But like shitty beers, like Natty Lights and stuff. Because people take camping in the mountains where bears go and like drink all their beer. What if that's like the best way to like defend yourself against the bears? Just give it a beer.
But people are too stingy to give them.
Yeah, or they just
Beer?
don't think about it in the moment because they're too so scared. But the bear's really like, you're human, I want a bear, you know? And then people just don't get it.
Beer for the bear.
I'm gonna try it.
I wouldn't want to haunt a campground. Like I wouldn't want to be camping for eternity. That would fucking suck.
Right.
You camp for 6 days and you're like, this is bullshit.
See,
and
like
I'm done
golfing.
with it.
If you can imagine golfing for 6 days, and you're like, I'm done.
Do y'all's dogs like beers? I know
Yeah.
Henry likes beer.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Probably the worst place would be like on the highway, because then you'd have to like drive for eternity.
Dodge traffic.
Yeah, or you just be in a car forever, or like a bus for eternity. You know, it would suck.
You're
dude.
on a Greyhound bus.
Yeah, and nobody changes. It's just like they're just all going to the same destination.
Someone's
which is
in the
nowhere.
bathroom the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. You can't even get laid 'cause it's a bus. People be like looking at you for eternity. Like, fuck that guy.
And there's one like drunk tweaker on the front, always forever.
Yeah, and you get stabbed forever. Yeah, bus would suck. Or like a plane. If you got killed in a plane crash and you're stuck on a plane for eternity. Because that's how we got to tie this together logically, is to where you're going to be a poltergeist for eternity. So probably the coolest place would be like if you had a heart attack and got like while getting laid. Because then you'd be like infinitely laid for eternity, I guess.
I don't know.
There's no car girl numbers and shit. It's just like that's what's happening.
Straight to the chase.
Straight to the chase. Yeah, you just wake up and you're like, what?
Yeah, but if you were having an orgasm for eternity, that would get old eventually.
Well, you don't. You just do it over and over and over for eternity.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
that's cool.
It's like golfing. You know what I mean?
You get to do the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not just like that instant.
18 holes.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
all
like
18.
golfing.
All 18 holes. Yeah.
Your friends are trying to hang out. You're like, dude, I can't because I'm getting laid forever.
Yeah. At my golf course home.
My golf course.
While y'all play golf all day.
Well, what if you can move your friends into the golf course community?
You can't, though, because that's not where they died.
This is definitely the game. Like, strict rules wherever you die. That would suck. Most people die in hospitals.
Yeah. No, it sucked.
That's why they're super haunted.
There'd be the smoke alarm fucking sound going off all the time in the hospital.
Yeah, I'd totally be, they'd have all those pharmaceuticals there. I'd be totally going for the lean, the promethazine, man.
You'd be taking the drugs.
Yeah. I'd be medicated.
They're like, sir, you can't smoke in here.
Yeah. Because that's all they could see is like you smoking and shitting and pissing.
They call it an exorcist. Like, bro, you gotta.
It'd be cool, dude, because you could like stand on the hospital counters where they're typing and shit and just pee everywhere. While they're acting important.
How come there's no cool poltergeists? Like, statistically, you think there'd be one that was just like a bro.
What's he gonna do? Like rob banks for you and shit?
Yeah.
Put condoms in your wallet when you need it.
Like get you laid?
You know what I mean?
He's like, yo, dude, go over here. And you're like, all right. He's like, there's really good steak over there. Like, all right.
He tries all the restaurants for you and shit.
Yeah, drives you places.
He does, I don't know, he does cool shit. Like you go to the fridge to drink the last of the milk when you're drunk and about to go to sleep, and he like hides it from you. So then you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my god, I'm glad I didn't drink that milk yesterday. I couldn't find it.
Ooh.
Was he giving you instead of
He's
milk?
like, yeah, I got you.
More whiskey?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really want to wake up and drink some milk. You wanted some more whiskey, didn't you?
I don't know, it just always seems like poltergeists are dicks.
Yeah.
You think statistically speaking, there would be at least one that was just like,
Is there any like cases of friendly ghosts like Casper?
you're like, yeah, he takes my cigarettes sometimes, but he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Smokes a cigarette? Dude, that's the ghost tax.
What would be cool? If they like cleaned your house for you and stuff, that'd be cool.
Sure.
Like, if you had a maid die in your house and she just cleaned your house for eternity, it'd be kind of cool. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Not for you if you were the maid who died.
That's why I keep killing maids. But
Like,
Your house
it
is-
hadn't happened
yeah.
yet. I'm not haunted yet.
Yeah, it's not. I haven't seen the ghost
We'll
yet.
try again. We'll try
yeah,
again.
some
get clean,
65-year-old woman in your house or something like that for eternity.
How would that happen? That'd be bad. I guess
She's
if
a maid.
you move, oh, that old?
Yeah.
She wouldn't be that good at cleaning.
Dude, they're the best at cleaning.
65-year-olds?
Yeah.
It just takes them a long time.
Yeah.
Their feet hurt.
Yeah.
Shit.
They gotta prop their feet up every
I don't want a
30
65-year-old woman cleaning my house.
minutes.
It's fucking weird. She's got to be like fit and able. You know what I mean?
So, like-
She got to work the mop.
27.
Mopping these
No,
floors.
no, because a 27-year-old doesn't know how to clean yet.
No, like 35, bare minimum. 35 to 45.
45.
And when they get to 45, you're cutting them off.
Yeah, 50 they turn into men, and then.
But that's the thing is that but they keep getting better and better until they get to 45, right?
yeah.
Like you want one that's 45 forever.
Would you want a maid and personal chef?
No, I'll cook for myself.
What are you gonna cook?
You
what
don't
do
cook anything.
What
Yeah, I
do you
do, dude. Just ground beef and salt. Eat some eggs and milk, tomatoes. It's good.
But then none of those are cooked. You're just eating them all.
Yeah. I don't have to clean dishes. Just like the floors and shit.
Yeah, because you get all that fucking
Mop.
blood and salt on the floor.
Yeah. And mud
Milk.
and shit
And
and
milk.
milk. Yeah, and walk around in it all and spread it all around. Barefoot. everywhere I walk. Fuck.
Yeah, that sucks when you get the ground beef between your toes.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
With milk, too. It gets really slippery and smells bad after a while. Because the milk rots hardcore when the meat gets in it. You wouldn't know that unless you knew it.
Blake shot.
Yeah.
It's like getting maggots in your shoes. You ever had that happen before?
Just like that. That's what I was thinking, too. I was like, you know what that's like?
It's a phenomenon.
It's phenomenal.
It's a phenomenon.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenon. So do we think Diddy's got maggots in his shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine the smell? Like, fuck, bro.
You got maggots in your shoes? Yeah.
Yeah, there's 1,000 bottles of KY jelly. There's some nasty shit.
Yeah, dude. God.
And it smelled bad.
He doesn't have poltergeist maids cleaning it up.
No, he had to pay a live person to come in and clean up.
Dude, that's how.
No, he has so many ghosts. I bet they all became ghost detectives and helped him get busted.
Nice. See, there's some good ones. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Ghost Riders, dude.
Ghost Riders in the sky?
Yeah. On the storm.
Or like Ghost Rider, like the Marvel superhero that like has a motorcycle. And,
oh
like,
yeah,
he's played with Skull Flame.
That's cool. I'll be
Ghost
that.
Rider.
Yeah, I'd be that guy.
Yeah, not Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider.
Rider.
Yeah,
or
Rider.
what about Rider?
Yeah.
Do you want a motorcycle or a pen?
WRITER.
Motorcycle or a pen?
You know?
You don't know?
Or a writer.
A rider.
A rioter. A ghost rioter.
Rioter?
Yeah.
We could be a Ghost
A
Rider.
racketeer.
It's like someone dies in a riot, they become
Yeah.
the Ghost Rioter?
Yeah. They're always in a riot and they're fucking heaven with a picket sign. They can't put it down.
That would suck.
Ate like
They're
hot
just getting
dogs and
maced
street
and
tacos
fucking
all day.
beat all the time?
Yeah. Kicked out of stores.
Oh, you're breaking into stores.
Not in heaven. They don't put up with that shit.
Oh, they just beat you down?
Yeah, you just get fucked up. You go to sleep on the sidewalk, wake up next day, and do it again. What are we protesting today, boys?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's do it. Who wants to get kicked in the face? Pepper spray.
They should be protesting the single tax in Japan.
They will. I'm sure they will.
Damn, that'd be a bad way to die. Because in Japan, if you die and you're single, they tax you when you're in heaven, too.
And they have weird ghosts over there.
Yeah, they do. The Hokorumi or whatever they are. The eat sushi and
yeah.
shit.
Onis?
They have ghosts that are like, if you're taking a shit in a public toilet, then this ghost will come under the door of the toilet and then
Like wipe your butt for you or something.
and then you're dead. I don't know. I don't know what happens after that, but it's already scary as fuck.
Dude.
That's all that like movie shit, right? Where they have all that crazy stuff.
No, remember the Japanese movie The Ring? Wasn't that
Yeah.
fucking scary?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
coming out of the TV and shit?
If she wasn't so like
It's like
scary
crawling and
looking.
shit.
You're like, dude, I was just trying to watch some porn.
No,
This
not
bitch
The
is
Ring.
coming out of the TV.
The Grudge. Wasn't it? The
Oh,
Grudge?
that's it. Yeah. Oof.
No, that was lame. There was a kid that was like half cat because he died with a cat or
I think
something.
it was The Grudge.
He's an
That
animal.
was like the movie. Wasn't The
He was an
Grudge?
animorph.
The Grudge was the movie, right?
The books are better.
The Grudge books, yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. That'd be
The
so.
graphic novel.
I didn't like the concept of her like coming out of toilets and stuff. That
No,
freaked
she
me
came out
out.
of TVs.
TVs and toilets,
No, she didn't come out
like
of
snakes and shit. I don't know. One of those girls came out of a toilet one time, or a well, or
speaking of-
something.
And I just don't think that she belongs on the Justice League with fucking Captain America and shit.
And
I
speaking
don't
of
think
that-
her powers are that good. You know?
Mm-mm. She
Speaking
was
of
sneaking
things
in
coming
buildings
out
and
of
stuff.
toilets and movies, I heard that Skibbity Toilet is getting more and more greenlit.
I don't completely know what that is.
What do they call
I
it?
know a little bit.
It's
Dead.
going to be a movie.
What do they call
Skibbity
it?
Toilet.
Dead brain. What do they call it?
Brain rot.
Brain rot. That's what it's called. It's going to be a movie.
Like I watched Skibbity Toilet. I don't know how you make that into anything that is worth watching. You know, it's like one of the biggest cultural phenomenons of this generation. And I'm like, I don't even know how that's entertainment or how you could make it into anything that's entertainment.
It's like language now too. It's gonna be in the dictionary before long.
Oh, it's gotta be. I saw, so I was at a Barnes and Noble today and they had a Skibbity Toilet game. It was like,
What?
Yeah. I didn't look, I mean, I just saw it and was like, okay, I guess it's the world we live
Oh
in.
my god! I hear the kids say it all the time.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
I tried getting the breakdown one day, and I wrote a whole book on the translation of it because there's all different terms like Ohio and stuff, and I don't get it. There's songs about it and stuff.
That would probably help. Maybe I could watch an Instagram short.
It's hard though. Yeah, you got to read hashtags and shit. and-
Our stuff was easy back in the day.
yeah, we can't say that stuff on fucking
No.
the internet, but yeah, you're either this or that, and that was it, or
Yeah.
both at the same time, and We let you know.
That's gray.
It is gray enough, right? Yeah.
Don't be gray.
Yeah. Yeah. You're being such a forgot, you know? Forgot.
Forgot.
Yeah. You're gray forgot.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know. I guess the language is more inclusive. Skibbity toilet, it confuses everybody, I would assume, right?
Yeah. And if you see the definition, are you going to believe it? You're like, nah, it doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, it's ironic.
Yeah.
It's satire. That's the thing now. Dude, I'll watch a video, and it's the dumbest fucking stupid shit that you'll ever watch. Just whatever a video you're imagining. Imagine that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that. And then you go to the comments, and it's like, this is perfect satire. And you're like, but is it? Like, they made the thing. Is this satire, or is this just the thing?
Yeah. No, there's
and that's where my brain, my synapses aren't connecting. Like, I don't.
I've seen that too. I've seen the things, and you're like, there's no way this guy isn't like for real. And they're like, this is awesome satire. Like, and you're like, no, how come there's so many comments on this about this being satire? This guy's like serious as cancer.
And even if it's not satire, it is like, or even if it is satire, he still made the thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you're like, dude, you made this. You made this. What the fuck? You spent time.
Yeah. You edited it. You thought about it. You planned it out. You did it.
PSYOP. It's all a PSYOP.
Yeah, dude. What if they're all CIA people? That's what I think now. Anybody.
What's a psyop?
It's like you do something and then you see what happens psychologically.
Psychological operation.
Like, you know what happened in Zurich was a PSYOP.
What happened in Zurich?
The University of Zurich put all those AI bots into Reddit and convinced people and changed people's minds.
About what?
That was
What if it was just changing their minds about random
PSYOP.
They're like, dude, Vienna sausages are good. And you're like, yeah, they kind of are. Yeah.
They're kind of good.
No, they're not. See, you're one of them.
But it would
You're a psyop.
And like canned clams and shit, they're good.
But the AI would go back and look at all its like histories, like analyze its political views, and then try to change their mind. They like analyzed their whole back history and like learned all about them through their internet history, like what ads and all that stuff is trying to do now.
But why is that? And I'm just playing devil's advocate, right?
Uh-huh.
But why is that bad?
It's bad because it can be used for the wrong stuff.
Yeah, AI is bad. Like, it can tell you have this kind of thing or that kind of thing, and it's like wrong. It's lying to you.
But people, without being able to say, like, people are inherently good or bad, how can you say the AI is good or bad for influencing the people one way or the other?
Because it's just bad.
Towards subjective good or bad.
Well, is it towards demise, or that's not good, right?
Well, I don't think the AI was convincing people to kill each other.
It's taking people's jobs, though.
Yeah, but people
You haven't
don't
seen
like to
the
work
AI
anyway.
waitresses and waiters and stuff?
No, I have. But people don't want to work anyway.
Well, yeah, and they're taking their jobs. It's bad, dude. The next thing, there's going to be like AI police officers and stuff. Because nobody wants to be a cop. They all want to be
People
criminals.
definitely want to be cops.
Yeah,
They all want to be criminals, but they're too afraid, so they're cops.
Ooh, that was actually pretty profound.
Was it? I thought I was just mixing stuff up.
Become a dirty cop where you're a criminal and a cop.
No, I'll have AI cops. And then everybody can be a criminal, and it's just fucking cool. Because you can beat up AI cops.
Or we could all just retreat to the simulation. Oh, did y'all see the shit about the mushrooms?
No.
I was going to say, we could all just retreat to the simulation, and then it's GTA 6, and, you know, beat people up and fuck hookers. And,
Come back to life and...
and you can do all, like, but then you never break any rules in the real world because the AI cops. Anyway. They did some kind of study on the mushrooms. And they like fucking, so like, I'm gonna fuck this up big time. But like, mushrooms are connected. They're all connected. So like, there's like
like a network of
a
mushrooms?
network of mushrooms. And they were like, okay, so like, maybe if you study one mushroom, it's not sentient. But if you study the entire network, maybe that is. And they got like the brain function of a network of mushrooms. And then they were like, holy shit, it's running a code. I guess the way the synapses were firing, they were like, this is code. And then they interpreted the code and it's running a simulation. And then it's got a countdown, like running simulation number, whatever. And then it has a countdown at the end.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So we're in the mushroom simulation,
No, the mushrooms are just part of the simulation.
but they're counting it down.
Well, I don't think they're the keepers of the countdown. I think everything around us has a countdown.
Do we need to eat mushrooms so we can talk to the
end of
mushroom
simulation.
people?
I think that's the deal, is mushrooms are like they can't keep their fucking mouth shut. Mushrooms keep showing people the simulation.
Yeah.
And all the fucking code writers are like, you keep leaving these glitches in the mushrooms. They're going to
What-
figure it out.
Well, what is weed doing if mushroom is trying to show you the simulation?
I don't know, make you paranoid.
Yeah,
Hungry.
alcohol is just making you drunk and horny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like basic bitch shit.
Yeah, the code writer's like, look, fucking alcohol and weed are doing their job. Mushrooms, what the fuck are you doing?
Why don't they just test everything? And they're like, we put this on every single typer in America. And they're like, there's a code. They all have a countdown and an iteration.
Yeah, they
Does
do.
it tie into...
That's what I'm saying. As soon as we realize that the mushrooms are counting down, then we know instantly without testing that everything else is counting down also. To the
Like
end of the
plastic
simulation.
toys and like...
It could be like the
Dog
whole
poop.
like
Dog
2012 Mayan thing again.
Yeah,
You know?
but real.
Oh, but it's real this time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So how's that
2012
gonna
was
make-
real too.
Well, what happened?
You can't prove that 2012 happened.
It did.
You can't prove that.
How? You can go on the internet and see all about it.
Oh,
dude.
you go on the internet. There's nothing fake on the internet.
Yeah, dude, they have tons of videos about 2012 and what happened, dude. It was
What
just
happened?
wild. You don't remember?
Fucking Limp Bizkit was there.
Yeah, dude, and like they had all the scary videos about how the world was going to end because the Mayans like couldn't do math.
Then what happened?
Yeah,
Nothing.
but that's all that didn't actually happen. We're just we're experiencing right now only, and all of our memory is just imprinted onto our
And
Our brain.
onto 2012,
yeah. So you remember 2012 happening, but it didn't actually happen. That's what I'm trying to say.
but like the world didn't end and stuff, and like I didn't have to eat all those MREs and shit.
No, like 2012, like the whole thing didn't happen.
Oh,
It's fake, dude.
fake
It's
news?
fake news.
Hashtag?
Probably invented by Australians or something like that.
You think they're the keepers of the code? They wrote the code.
No,
Ancient Australians.
ancient Australians, huh? The crocodile people
Yeah.
of Australia,
The
Night
reptilians of Australia.
reptilians. They're in Antarctica though.
Oh,
That
they
makes
are?
sense, though,
I
yeah.
thought the reptilians needed like tropical places because they're like reptilian.
Well, see,
They're like reptiles.
didn't they get like really hot down there for a while in Antarctica? Isn't that what they said like the ice wasn't there? And, like,
How do you know Antarctica is cold? Antarctica?
Because there's always people wearing jackets and stuff when they're there,
Yeah, but just when they're like filming.
but they'd be sweaty.
It's like the guys on the moon wearing fucking spacesuits and shit.
well, yeah,
right?
because their bodies would like not survive the conditions in space, dude. They have to wear the space jackets.
on the movie that was the moon landing, just like the movie that is Antarctica. Antarctica is not real.
Yeah, it is, dude. There's a
No.
whole bunch of ice down there. Where do you think you get your ice cubes from? Seriously.
I have an ice cube maker
And what it does is it uses Bluetooth technology, and it
via
fucking
satellite.
yeah, and it gives you wireless ice cubes straight to your refrigerator door.
Is there an app for your ice cream for your ice maker?
Yeah, he's like fucking. I don't want to push the button on the freezer, so I fucking use my phone. I got to log in and use facial recognition to do crushed ice in my.
No, it
fucking-
uses butthole recognition.
Yeah.
But
It's
it's
like,
cool.
sir, please take a picture of your butthole. It's like that's a tire. You're like, no, that's my butthole. It's like,
But it's cool because I have it linked to my toilet, the Bluetooth in my toilet, so it just snaps a picture every time I'm taking a shit.
It just
And
feels
I stay logged in.
it just fills a cup of ice up for you every time. You're
Yeah.
like, I didn't need that ice.
I
AI.
drop a login, I stay logged in. You know?
Every morning at like 4:30, you're logged in.
Yep.
Dude, could you
Logged in.
imagine? That's how you. Or you gotta do like a fucking mushroom stamp on something, like a thumbprint. They're
I
like-
got a question for y'all. Do y'all listen to music while y'all take a shower? Do y'all put your phone on music
Sometimes.
when you're showering?
Oh, dude, I'm getting old.
Do y'all do that?
No, I listen to the news when I'm in the shower.
Oh,
Oh,
no! Oh no! You
Yeah.
take sad showers. You drink beer in there too.
Well, you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast or what?
You listen to like
No.
NBC or something.
I listened to Daily Wire,
Okay.
the Morning Wire,
Oh god, that's just got to make you angry. You take showers at night or in the morning?
in the morning.
Oh,
Get your
no.
heart rate going right up. you know?
Fuck, dude.
So
Yeah.
you just news jacked in. Do you have a coffee first or no?
No.
You take a shit before you get in the shower?
Yes, always.
Nice.
Otherwise, I'm going to shit in the shower.
yeah, dude. Yeah. It's kind of crazy how like you're horizontal all night, and as soon as you go vertical, you got to shit. It all comes pouring down the pipes. You know what I mean?
Especially if you eat a raw egg and then drink a bunch of milk and smoke a cigarette.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
First thing I got to do in the morning is smoke a cigarette, and then I got to shit.
Do you think it's related to the cigarette?
No,
No?
probably a little bit.
Yeah. Most likely, definitely.
Yeah.
For
Most
sure.
likely, definitely. Yeah. Only on Tuesdays though.
Except on nights that we record, the next day I have watery shits.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Are they orange?
I always have watery
Well, I'm
shits.
doing my weekly bacteria purge.
They're burnt orange.
I like to mix it up. Sometimes it's coffee. Sometimes it's energy drinks. Pre-workout works good.
You drink pre-workout?
Yeah. I don't work out. I just drink the pre-workout
drink it?
to stay healthy.
I thought people like snorted that stuff.
You can do that too.
Why don't you do that?
I'm not as hardcore.
Oh, okay. You just put it in your coffee?
Yeah. A little bit of pre-workout in my coffee.
Yeah. Why not, dude? Get it all in one thing, right?
Makes my coffee taste like cherry.
What is pre-workout? Just pre-works you out?
Yeah. So you can work out without having to work out.
Yeah. You're like, I just drank some shit.
It's supposed to be able to give you a couple more pumps towards the end of your set.
Does it work?
Sometimes.
What if you do it before other activities that are exercise related, like working or something?
It'll give you a couple more pumps.
You can get more shit done.
Just a couple more pumps.
So it's kind of like drugs. It sounds like drugs.
Well, yeah, it's just like super caffeine.
Does it make you tired afterwards?
There's a crash.
Because you're like working out, I guess.
Yeah, there's a crash.
Well, next time you're in the
Like every kind of
next time
caffeine.
you're in HEB, go to the pre-workout and read the back and see what it does.
And there's this long list of chemicals. Dude, it's not drugs. It's pre-workout. It's healthy.
It's just chemicals.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of different chemicals that interact with the chemicals in your body and make you feel a different way.
You can do a lot of workout.
Cheers, Blake.
Pre-workout. So before you work out, you take it.
Yeah, that'd be weird if you took it after you worked out.
Wouldn't it like make you feel good?
Post-workout?
It like makes you feel better.
Is there a post-workout? I think there is.
Protein drink.
Yeah, then you go take a bath or something, right?
You're supposed to take a cold shower and you're supposed to drink a protein drink.
All right, cold showers suck, dude.
Warm showers kill your gains. That's what they all say after a workout. But I never
That's
did
what's
it.
doing
I
it.
only took hot showers.
See,
Yeah,
because
I
I've been
think-
drinking a lot of pre-workout and then taking hot showers like right afterwards. No, I just skip the workout. I just pre-workout and then a hot shower.
Yeah.
And a cup of coffee, cigarette, take a shit after you get out of the shower and clean yourself.
And look at me, I'm a picture of health.
Yeah.
At least you shit.
Speaking of getting old, I got and picture of health. I got the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday pill container.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
fuck.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck. Is it the big one?
I'm that old. No, I'm not that old yet.
Yeah.
This is still the little one, but
Why? So you just have multiple pills you take every day, or
So-
you have to take certain pills on certain days, or
no. So the only pill I'm actually on, like prescription, is blood pressure medication. I started that recently.
Aren't you still using the estrogen cream?
But I don't put that in the fucking pill container.
Okay. That's true. So you stopped.
You're smearing fucking creams in your pill container.
Well, they have cream pill
I
containers.
got a separate pill container for that.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure you're still using it. Don't forget about it.
So I started taking blood pressure medication, and I have to take that every day. But I was already taking like a multivitamin and some CoQ10 for my heart and milk thistle for my liver. Because I don't know why I have this sneaking suspicion that like liver health might be an important part of my life later.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, if you want to keep drinking when you're older.
So I'm taking milk thistle now. I'm doing everything I can possibly do to make sure that my liver stays healthy
Yeah.
by taking milk thistle every day.
Okay.
What is milk thistle?
It's a little pill.
It's a
Does it
little-
taste like milk?
No, or thistle.
What's thistle taste like?
Doesn't taste like either of
Is
those.
it like grass?
It's got a picture of a fucking milk thistle on it, but it's a pill. Don't let it.
It's a
don't let
pic-
it fool you.
So she's got a picture of a pill.
But anyway, so I'm taking like vitamins mostly, and then now I got the blood pressure medication. And it's a fucking pain in the ass to open like 3 or 4 different bottles every morning. You know?
Yeah,
When I'm trying to drink my pre-workout.
It's hard on your arthritis, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, you got to take aspirin or something. Advil, ibuprofen.
And if I don't, if you don't put your glasses on first, then you're not going to see what day it is, and then you take tomorrow's pill.
Yeah, you need to
today.
take some extra strength Tylenol and then smoke a cigarette. And you'll be fine.
OTC, yeah. It'll work, dude.
And some cough syrup, too.
Yeah,
Cough syrup.
I chase it with cough syrup.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that's how you get it down.
And it helps your cough.
Well, no. I don't have a cough, but that's why because I drink
You
cough
take
syrup
cough
every day.
syrup.
Yeah.
I don't have pancakes because I drink syrup every day. Well, that's smart, dude.
And sometimes I mix it up. Instead of drinking coffee and smoking a cigarette, you drink a fucking pussy energy drink. You know?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? They just named it that.
Well, because it tastes like pussy.
Oh, that's the whole thing.
What kind of pussy?
Bad.
Oh, man.
That's what it does. I didn't read it. It's supposed to taste like pussy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it's not like
I've never drank this stuff, but
But
I'm
I don't know
assuming-
what pussy tastes like, so.
but I'm assuming it tastes like pussy.
I don't know. We just have to see what flavors it is.
Where
But
do you-
there's different flavors of pussy, though. But that's what the different flavors of the drink too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you're like this is
Do they have them labeled, or you have to like find out
it's
when
like
you drink
it's
it?
like full bush pussy.
yeah. I'm gonna pull up the
That
website.
definitely
and see what
tastes
they
Because
got.
what they
right?
should do is they should just have all the cans the same, and you just get what you get. 'Cause you don't know till you get in
It's like
there.
roulette.
Yeah. And you can't wash it off to make it smell better or taste better before you drink it. You know, it's just like,
Damn.
you're in. You're committed. You opened it up. That's your energy drink. You better
You're like
drink it.
music. It's like music festival pussy. You're like, ugh.
Yeah.
You got
Oh,
music
God.
festival pussy.
Swimming in the lake, pussy. Ugh. I can smell it from here. Go get in the bath.
Full bush pussy has a full bodied flavor, but it's not particularly bad. It's
It's
just
bold and pungent,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's not offensive. Yeah.
It's organic white grape juice, Brazilian lime juice, lychee passion fruit, sparkling water, milk thistle, Blake,
oh, hey, that's good for your liver.
Eutherio, sarsaparilla, and guanara. It's 100% natural energy drink to fuel your life.
See, it's not drugs.
Has
It's
milk
just
thistle
different
in it, Blake.
chemicals to
It's got
change your body
The
chemistry.
product. Not only is Percy a refreshing energy
What is
drink,
guarana? It's
It's
got to
like-
be good for you, right? They
I
put it
don't
in all
know.
the stuff that's supposed to be good for you.
Guarana. I haven't heard of that until you said
Guarana?
Guarana. I don't know. I didn't hear it until you said it, or Matt said it earlier. Guarana sounds like a country.
Here it is. Guarana has been used for a millennia by indigenous Amazonian Indians for physical endurance, memory retention, and bowel complements.
Bowel
More-
compliments. Huh?
More recently, the caffeine's contents have been used as a stimulant and appetite.
They're like, you got nice bowels. And
Yeah.
You're like, thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
Can you pull your finger out of my ass now?
yeah.
You don't have cancer.
Yeah. They're like, you should check out this BM. What if they did that? They had BM competitions.
Sticks his finger up his ass, and you can tell that you've been drinking your pussy energy drinks.
Yeah. Or you shit and smell it, and they're like,
Like, damn, how much milk thistle you been drinking, bro? And you're like, dude, a lot. He's like, good. Keep it up.
your poop smells like milk thistle. Your butthole smells like it too. My finger tastes like it.
Did you just start cramming before you came here just so you can get a good checkup?
Yeah.
You're
No,
like,
for real.
You only start brushing
Stacking.
your teeth like right before the dentist. You're like, dude, fucking
Yeah. Where's the floss?
shit, I'm about to go to the dentist. I need to brush my teeth for like 3 weeks straight.
The dentist is like, oh, obviously you've brushed your teeth this whole time and not just not brushed your teeth since the last time I saw you until this morning.
Yeah. You have 4 cavities we have to drill out. It's going to be $2,000 for just one. Insurance will cover 400 of it, but they might not. They might cover less.
Dude,
So.
my dentist, so I've never had cavity, knock on wood. But my dentist was like, we need to do a cleaning or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I've got dental insurance. And they're like, all right, bet. We just need you to pay up front. And I was like, but I have insurance. And they're like, well, yeah, but the way it works is you pay up front and then we reimburse you once the insurance pays for it. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. I'm dumb. I don't know how this shit works, right? So I call back like 2 weeks later and I'm like, yo, what's up with this $600 fucking bullshit that I paid for, right? And they're like, oh yeah, no, we're not going to pay you back. Like, that's not a thing. And I was like, well, yeah, but I have insurance. And they're like, yeah, but so what? Eat shit. And then they call me and they're like, hey, you need to come in for your annual cleaning. And I'm like, cool. What about my $600 from the last annual cleaning? So now we have a Mexican standoff. See, I won't go back to the dentist until they pay for my cleaning so that I can go to the next cleaning. I think I'm winning. I think they're going to fold eventually.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's like toll bills in the HOA. Fuck them, dude.
Fool me once, shame on you. But I'm not going to get fooled again, you know?
Dude, it's a racket. Fuck doctors and dentists and shit. All they have is bad news.
They don't know shit. Dude, okay, so for real, I didn't go to the dentist a whole lot as a kid. I never had cavities. Why would I go to the dentist?
Yeah.
And then I finally go to the dentist as like a middle-aged man, like in my 30s. And they're like, oh yeah, you need some cleanings. You got to come back. And they did like a deep cleaning thing. And they're like, cool, your teeth are healthy. Also, you got to pay for this out of pocket. And you got to come back every year from now on forever and pay us more.
Yeah, so we can fucking dig needles into your gums.
And I'm like, really?
For an
Because
hour.
my teeth didn't hurt until after you did the deep clean. Now I got a cracked tooth, right? Cracked tooth. It's not a cavity. I asked him. I was like, it hurts sometimes when I bite shit weird. And he was like, well, it's not a cavity. It's just cracked a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, what the fuck does that mean? I think that happened like at the deep cleaning thing. So,
They're like, here, bite down on this bottle. We want to see if you can you bite for us.
and then they're like, yeah, just come back every year. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a racket.
Same with the doctor. Or like, any of that stuff. Car repair people.
Well,
Car repair people, yeah. Yeah, they'll say,
check
yeah.
engine light, just ignore that shit.
Yeah, dude. Brake light, fuck that shit. If it ain't whining and cracking and crumbling when you're hitting the brakes, you just need to get a new car.
Dude, they don't do rotors. They won't machine rotors anymore. Remember when you were a kid?
Yeah.
And like your dad's like, go change the fucking brake pads on the truck. You know?
They like turn the rotors.
Well, no, we didn't even turn the rotors back then. We just changed the brake pad.
Yeah.
Good to go. Fucking wobbles. Who cares?
Yeah. You just got to use the brakes and more and it'll straighten it out, right?
Now they won't machine rotors anymore.
Why though? Too much work. They're like, you need to buy new ones.
Yeah, you have to buy new rotors to get your brakes done.
Like they're $500
A piece.
for half of one.
Yeah, dude. I took my car in to like get the oil changed and shit. And that's all I wanted. I was like, I want the inspection so I can get it legal and the oil change. Because we still have to do inspection. But they were like, it's cool. You don't have to do inspection. They don't have to do safety inspection anymore.
What's that mean? They don't have to drive your car around and slam the brakes and shit?
Yeah. All they do is,
Like, you don't have a check engine light on.
like the exhaust.
Emissions?
Yeah.
That's all they do?
Emissions. That's it. Which is wild because that's the one fucking part that none of us wanted to deal with, right?
The emission shit?
Like, dude, make people have fucking windshield wipers and brakes, please. Like, we
Yeah.
need that shit.
Yeah.
Make sure that the car fucking works. We don't need emissions. That's fake.
Yeah, dude, for real.
They're like, oh, this computer says that the
Cows fart more than that.
invisible emissions coming out of the back are like bad or something.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, when we start letting them put computers in our
Got
cars,
demons
You
in
got
here.
poltergeist in your fucking
Yeah.
shit.
dude, when we started letting them put computers in our cars, that's when it all started going
Oh
downhill.
my god, I know. They're like videotaping you when you drive and shit.
I know, and they have microphones in your cars now and
What are the
shit.
cars that are like your eyes get tired and it like wakes you up and shit?
How?
They have like my dad's car is like that. Like if you drive for a long time, it can tell if you're like not paying attention anymore and it'll like beep you and like vibrate the steering.
Why didn't they just drive the fucking car?
Because they just like
Dude, I'm so on the fence. Like, on the one hand,
It's like
I'm
video games, dude.
I'm like, leave my shit alone and just let me drive the car. And then on the other hand, I'm like, dude, totally fucking take over this. I don't want to drive the car at all.
Get Tesla, dude.
I'd rather drive. I like driving than having the car drive me. If we had to choose, I want to drive.
I want to drive and be left alone, right?
I want to drive.
I don't want my car to be like, hey, wake up, like pokes you in the butt or something.
Yeah, can you imagine gives you a prostate exam every time you like blink your eyes?
You doze off a little bit.
Yeah, it's
pass
like,
out drunk.
now you have cancer. Because we've been using
Yeah.
this microplastic fucking butthole plug to see if you have a fucking prostate hole.
And then,
you're
like, the
awake.
Wi-Fi goes out, so the toilet isn't connected to the car, so the car doesn't recognize you, you know?
Yeah, and the Bluetooth won't work, so you can't flush it anymore. Now you got a backup.
Have you seen the Bluetooth water hose? It's a Bluetooth
No.
water hose.
Is it real?
Yeah, dude.
No way. I'm going to get one, man.
Bluetooth water.
Dude, but it's got an app and everything.
And people are like, oh, that's neat. Bluetooth water.
Dude, that'd be so cool. You just show up at like a party with a tooth water hose. And like, what's up, y'all?
What t-shirt contest? Dude, you'd be the life of the party.
Dude, it'd be awesome. To like, no way. And you're like, check it out. I just got to connect to Bluetooth. I'm going to turn the water on now.
Pool party.
It's just water.
It's more like a slip and slide party.
Yeah.
Not a Diddy's, dude. This is going to be fucking baby oil and that shit.
Yeah.
Bluetooth baby oil.
Oh, that might be the name of the episode.
Dude, apparently some wild stuff was happening at those Diddy parties, man.
No shit.
They're doing like beer bongs and shit. And
Like peeing on people and
what?
fucking
I don't get that. What's so hot about peeing on somebody?
like Diddy's like opening up Christmas presents and like shoving dogs into like bathrooms and like lighting Porsches on fire and stuff. I don't know. He's just running around being the diddler, bro.
Oh, no, that wasn't the Diddy party. That was
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Okay. He's still doing it. He probably went to go to a party right after that, you know?
And what tripped me out about that story was that we already know Diddy was like a bad guy, right? Like he's the fucking villain in the whole story.
Yeah.
But he's like real world villain where you're just like, oh, that's just a disgusting, horrible human person, like an excuse of a person.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, no, look at this wild shit that he did. And you're like, holy shit, that's like fucking like comic book level villain, right?
Yeah.
Like he's bad. Like he's the Joker, you know, the diddler.
Yeah.
You know?
The diddler.
That's comic book level.
Yeah.
Now, then you find out that he breaks into Kid Cudi's house and opens his kid's present. He didn't steal his kids' presents. He just opened them all.
Yeah.
So the kids come home and they're like, oh, there's all my presents.
Dude, that's a
open.
good idea. That's really smart.
Dude, so we've ascended beyond comic book level villain and gone all the way to like Saturday morning cartoon villain.
Okay.
That's like, I'm a vacuum cleaner monster and I take all the street lamps. Ha 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 ha. And you're
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
Dude.
Like, he's fucking, like, I'm the Grinch and I'm gonna come take all the Christmas presents.
Dude.
Saturday morning cartoon level villain? Really? You're going that hard? You're just evil? You
Well,
know?
I'll say this. At least he hasn't died yet so that we can still hear all this stuff about the trial.
He will, though, right?
You think someone's going to kill him?
Maybe not.
Is he
Only
in jail? Or is he like in house arrest going to court every day?
He's in jail, bro, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not in house arrest, bro. He's in jail straight up.
I hope so, but do we know that?
Yeah. Look up his Diddy in jail. Here, I'll look it up.
I don't know how to Google.
I've seen some of the court sketches. He's all gray haired and shit.
They just draw him like a monster.
Yeah, he's all scary looking with gray hair.
I feel like people knew that. Like there's people that knew it, right?
He's being held without bail since his arrest in September.
Damn.
And he's in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Yeah.
All right, you're the judge. You're the judge.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You get to decide his punishment.
Life in prison.
Life in prison? It's going to be super cush for him because he's got money.
So what's that mean? So he just has like good stuff in prison?
Yeah, you get your own yeah. They're like, we're going to give you the biggest jail cell, and it's got a like door that doesn't lock.
Send him to a golf course and make him be a cart girl for eternity.
She's got to have creepy ass dudes ask for his number all the time.
Yeah, that's it. But he's P. Diddy. He's not like a cart girl, just a cart girl. That's his like job title.
No, you have to kill him at a golf course, so he has to stay forever at a golf course. Public execution at the golf course.
But he's a cart girl, so he has to do that role.
Oh, so you?
I think you have to kill him in the trial, like when they they get one of his victims to go up on the stand, and he's like, "Oh fuck, they got this person right then, boom, dead." And it's like, cool. Now you have to live in that moment forever.
Yeah,
where he's just like, "Oh fuck, forever, for eternity."
Dude, what people have been saying is fucking wild. Like, I can't believe, like, it's just nuts, bro. That's been going on since we were kids. Like, we were growing up, like, when Diddy was, like, grooming Justin Bieber, you know?
Yeah, crazy.
It's been going on for years.
Yeah, we need to get back to the basics. We need a good, like,
we need to go back to the 80s.
like an EMP.
We need the 80s again.
Yeah.
That's why I'm secretly hoping for the EMP.
No.
You know?
I
To
need
wipe out all the bad music.
my Instagram reels every day, bro.
Oh, do you remember before Instagram?
Yeah, what was life before Instagram?
Fucking like catching frogs.
We did go to the bars a lot more
throwing
back
them
then.
off.
But y'all
It
were
just feels
also,
like TV. Like you're just watching TV. You know what I mean?
we did go to the bars more often back in the day than we do now.
Yeah, dude.
Bars are far away, and you drink.
So you
and
think
cops
we go to
pull
the
you
bars
over, and
more
that
if the
shit's
Go
EMP
so-
water skiing, drive drunk home from the bar. Dude, you go water skiing, get drunk there, then you go to the bar, get kicked out of there, and then you drive home.
Yeah, when's
It's
the last time
fucking
you did
awesome. It was awesome. And I could do that now, but I could also just like doom scroll on my phone too.
that? Yeah.
You can get drunk and doom scrolling.
Yeah. Which
And
is
then
way
go-
easier.
You can
Like,
drive
way less
too.
effort,
you can
know?
drive too.
Yeah, but even that takes a lot of work.
Doom scroll, drive, and drink at the same time. Sounds like a good combo.
That's what we have to do for the show is doom scroll. You know?
No, that's not what we do.
Sometimes I'm doom scrolling and it'll take me like 10 minutes before I find something.
Yeah, but when you're taking a shit, that's when it's okay to doom scroll, is when you're taking a shit.
Okay.
That's what we need. We need an app that only allows you to scroll when you're taking a shit.
Okay, so it's got a camera in the toilet.
Yeah, it's connected Bluetooth to the
Yep.
toilet.
And your butthole.
And your butthole. And it's like, no, bullshit. You're not shitting.
Yeah, dude. And it stops
You're
it.
just sitting
It
here.
locks you out.
I did find this funny meme on the internet where it was like, her, what's taking him so long in the toilet? And he's like sitting there playing Duck Hunt, the little shooting thing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty funny. But we couldn't do that in the 90s or 80s. I mean, like, you were playing Snake on your phone back then, you know?
Arcades were a thing. I guess arcades are still a thing. I don't know. I don't want to go into the whole,
But
like,
when you're
those
shitting,
things were so
when
much
you're
better,
shitting.
but-
Yeah.
What were you
But
doing
they
in
were.
the 80s and 90s when you were shitting? You brought a magazine
Yeah, sometimes those books were cool.
or you were playing Snake on your phone?
Like a newspaper. You shoot with a newspaper.
Yeah.
We used to, like, there were magazines. We still, like, magazines.
I haven't bought
still-
a magazine in forever,
They
bro.
still put magazines on the back of the toilet, but they're, like, from the fucking 90s.
Yeah.
You know? And nobody looks at them anymore. So you're just
Yeah.
doom scrolling.
The magazines, like, whatever happened to magazines?
Dude, I told you I was in Barnes & Noble today, and I walked through, and I looked, there they have this giant magazine section. There's, like, one old man looking at magazines, you know?
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit, they're still fucking...
Did you go look at car magazines for a little bit?
No, not at all.
That's what you used to do when you were kids. You go flip through all the car magazines, all the video game magazines.
Do they still sell Playboys?
Your mom's like, we're going to Barnes & Noble. You're like, dude, I'm going to go look at magazines all day. Well, while you're at Barnes & Noble, find me looking at video game stuff. And then you're going to buy me this video game, and it's going to be badass.
Yeah, PlayStation Magazine had like,
The demo?
the swimsuit edition ones.
Do you remember when the magazines had the video game demos in them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
my God, the CDs, yeah.
That was cool.
Computer games, you get like free pieces of.
And then you would play the fuck out of Cool Borders 3 for, like, years.
On the
And
video,
you're like, I'm not going to play I'm not going to buy the game.
I'm sure you got the demo.
demo.
Dude, I remember the Metal Gear Solid demo came out. Everyone at school was talking about, dude, you got to get the new Game Pro. It has the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo in it. And I was like, oh, shit. I went and got it, and it was badass as fuck.
Yeah, and it was everything they said it was.
You were on that ship, and you're just shooting people with like the little dart gun.
It kept track of your if you shot a bullet into the wall, there was a bullet hole there, and then you could shoot next to it, and there would be a bullet hole there.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Damn.
You shoot a whole bunch, and they start disappearing. But
Yeah, but still, yeah.
but that was the first time that had been a thing.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2, the demo. I think it was a Game Pro or Game Informer did the demo for that game.
I remember Bass Pro. It was cool, man. They had like bass in it and stuff.
So would y'all? When's the last time y'all been to a Bass Pro shop? And would y'all want to go?
Dude, I went to a Shields. Do you know what a Shields is?
No.
It's fucking
It's
awesome.
like Bass Pro on crack, right?
It's like an entire shopping mall,
Okay.
but every store, instead of it being, it's all one Shields,
Okay.
and every, what would be like Sears or fucking JCPenney or whatever,
Uh-huh.
it's just like, this is the camping section, this is the fishing section, this is the gun section. It was so cool. It was the coolest fucking shit. And now they're building one in Cedar Park.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of excited for that.
Are you gonna go window shop on Saturdays up there and shit?
I'm going to go.
Why are they opening that shit
real money
here?
shop.
Like, why are they selling outdoor equipment and gear here when there's like nowhere for the public to go outdoors that's not overcrowded, or you have to pay, or you have to wait 10 years to get in on the waiting list
Well,
to go there?
They sell guns and fishing stuff.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Dude, Blake, I got a question.
Huh.
What size is your Yeti cooler? 65?
35 and 45.
35 and 45. Okay.
What's that, pounds?
No, they're like 150 and 250. They're fucking heavy. Dude.
Are they? Is that empty or full of beer?
Who knows?
Damn. Because empty
You have
space.
to drink pre-workout before you lift it.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. That's your workout for the day. Yeti coolers you got? Or what's it? Igloo coolers?
I got an igloo cooler.
I've got an Antarctica cooler.
Yeah.
Antarctica
Those are
cooler?
good. I've heard about the Antarctica.
Antarctica cooler. Yeah. It's like a South American cooler. You ever had one of those?
No.
Or swamp cooler?
Antarctica coolers aren't real. They don't.
They're hard to find, but they are real. It's called ice. It's Bluetooth. Bluetooth technology, dude.
Bluetooth ice? Bluetooth cold. That's Bluetooth cold. Right? Like ice takes it picks up on the Bluetooth signals from the freezer and puts them in your drink.
Is that kind of like Icy-Hot? Like Bluetooth hot cream? It's like Bluetooth cream, you put it on?
Yeah, you open Monday's pill container and get
Bluetooth
your Icy
cream.
Hot out of the...
Damn.
What is Icy Hot for?
Like when you want to jack off?
Dude,
But
why-
you're extreme about it?
Dude,
you
that'd
just
be
drink some
so bad.
pre-workout?
Dude, you try to jack off with Icy-Hot and give us a review. That'd be crazy.
I want to read the review.
Your dick would fall off, I'm sure. Makes your fucking skin fall off.
You have to
when-
drink pre-workout and then jerk off with Icy Hot.
Dude. Oh my god, you ended up in the hospital.
Just like the kid who injected butterflies into
Yeah.
him. They like, you jacked
What
off
if you
with
break
Icy-Hot?
the simulation and you like become one giant consciousness?
No, because you're gonna get icy hot in your dick hole, and it's gonna be the worst thing ever.
Especially when you take a piss.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's gonna burn for days. But it'll probably like clear you out of all STDs.
Oh yeah, that's just science, right?
What if it's like good for your prostate too? Like no doctor can ever stick their finger in your butthole ever again.
That'd be great.
He's like, I can't get my finger in here. I'm like, I know. I
So
jack
I
off
jerk
every
with
day with
Icy
icy hot. Keeps you bastards out. Why don't you just take a picture of my prostate instead of sticking your finger in there, dude?
All I know is Shaq is usually the spokesperson for Icy-Hot, isn't he?
Well, we can trust him.
He's got muscle pain and
He
stuff.
also does the Shaq-a-roni too, so probably you jack off with some Icy-Hot, order a Shaq-a-roni.
Doesn't he do Bengay too?
I don't know what shakaroni is.
That's the pizza at Papa John's that Shaq does.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
Shaq pizza.
The only thing cool about Shaq is Shaq Fu video game.
Shaq food. That was so old.
I don't know what that is.
It's like Shaq as a karate dude. He
It's like
fucks
Mortal
everybody up.
Kombat, but Shaq, and he's like does karate.
Oh, that's pretty rad.
Look up
Fucking
Shaq
badass.
Fu, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Dude, it's awesome. He's way better at Shaq Fu than he is basketball. Like karate stuff in Shaq Fu. He should have done UFC.
All right, let's talk about this whiskey. Let's take a shot and talk about this.
Okay.
Can't believe you don't know what Shaq Fu.
No, I don't.
We got two pretty big bottles in here, Blake. We don't have Chris with us.
Yeah, I think next week we just drink those.
You don't want the wizard shouldn't provide a bottle next week?
No, we should drink those.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Today we're drinking Sisterdale Distilling Company Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Sweetness, I think it's a little high.
Like a 3?
3?
Yeah.
Crunch, I think it's low.
Yeah.
1.5.
2.
Because it's so sweet.
Bite, I think it's got a little bite.
I think it's like
2.5.
It's like Icy-Hot.
Bottle, I think it's pretty basic bottle, but it's
2.5.
pretty classic also. I don't know. Yeah, it had a good pop. 2.5. Drunkenness, I think it's working.
okay.
I don't know. I did take 2 shots of this Milan Green before the show, so that might be using my...
Yeah, that was pretty high proof stuff.
But this is 93 proof. This ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah.
And it's got a bottle and batch number. That's kind of...
Yeah.
With the bottles. It's a cool whiskey bottle, I guess.
It's got a dog on the front, which we like dogs, right?
It's like
Yeah.
a
Dogs are
sheepdog
cool.
or something, huh? A cow dog.
Dude, we watched the... Oh, wait, first of all, where are we taking this?
It was
you
an upper
take it-
shelf bottle.
You can take this on the boat. You can go fishing. You're like, hey, I brought a bottle.
Yeah. You can take it to...
It's pretty easy to shoot, so like anywhere that you don't really have a chaser available.
Like the casino. You can take it to the casino where they don't have alcohol.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the dry counties. You take it to dry counties and drink it there.
PTA meetings.
Yeah, PTA meetings.
Yeah.
Girl Scouts. No, I'm just don't take it to
Court date.
court date. Definitely,
Yeah, court date. Doctor's appointment.
definitely dentist appointment too.
Dentist appointment. There it is.
Fuck,
This is the
dude.
perfect dentist appointment bottle. You switch that around before you go in.
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine you're wasted and they're like cleaning your teeth?
They're like, dude, we're gonna give you some Novocaine. You're like, oh hell yeah, let me take another shot of whiskey first.
Let's do it, dude.
Dude.
And it's not their job to like give you shit about it, you know? Like he would know. I mean, he's a dentist, but he's a doctor, kinda. So you'd be like, hey, mate, you showed up drunk. You're like, shut up.
You're like, I hate you, motherfucker.
You're a tooth doctor. Shut up and fucking look at my teeth.
I have to be drunk to be in your fucking presence. Gotta get drunk before I come to the dentist. What if that was a thing? That'd be awesome. That'd be the best Instagram character ever.
Get drunk at the dentist.
Yeah, he just gets drunk, goes to the dentist. Like, different dentists.
Dude, they need to get some laughing gas and it'd be fucking badass, bro. Some Novocaine and laughing gas would be tight.
Dude, laughing gas mixed with booze sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being legit. That does sound awesome.
Damn. I've never had
That's
laughing
you want to
gas.
die there, right? You want to die there so you can be a polter guy
No, but like,
where you're drunk and getting laughing gas.
do you think like when the dentist office?
Oh, but not at the dentist, though. That would suck.
Do you think when
Yeah.
dentists had office parties at their office, they'd bust out the laughing gas a little bit?
I think they still do.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't you? You would be a fool.
you'd be a fool that'd be throw a party at a dentist's office and not bust out the laughing gas.
Dude, I heard there's some wild parties that happen at dentist's office.
You like sit down on the chair. You're like, what's happened at this chair, bro? It's a pretty ergonomical chair.
Yikes.
Yeah, people get down. The dentist's office.
Yeah. Okay.
They have all those tools that like vibrate and shit. Like they vibrate your teeth.
If anyone's gonna give me a blowjob, I want it to be a dental assistant where a mouth's been worked on for a long time.
Yeah, it's like groomed for that.
Yeah. Dental assistants give the best blowjobs.
Doesn't it seem like dental assistants are a different caliber than like
A nurse?
a nurse or a
Yeah.
medical assistant? Doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like a
I
dentist.
don't know what I'm touching on here. I don't know like if this is coming to me
I feel
as
like
I'm
they do
saying
more
it,
than a
but
real nurse. You know, they're like, the dentist is like, oh, you come in for a cleaning, and then he lets the dental assistant do all the work.
I'm not saying that they do more or less or they should get paid more or less. All I'm saying is like noticeable like difference.
Yeah, they do a lot, the dental assistants do.
Like visually.
Yeah. They do a lot of special work.
Kind of like usually the cart girls. Nah, never mind.
What if she was a cart girl and a dental assistant all
You know
in
what I'm
one?
saying?
Yeah.
So she makes money, but she also likes to have a good time.
And
play
she'll clean your
golf.
teeth and shit.
What if she played golf too?
Yeah, I think we just need dental assistants. We can get rid of the dentist.
You like what if Katie could play golf better than you? Like you take her out first date, she shoots better than you. What would you do?
I don't know. I'd probably
Keep-
practice golf and still suck at it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's accurate. You'd probably die and go to golf course heaven and still suck at golf
Forever.
Yeah. Just get cart girl numbers all the time.
I'm not going to argue with you, but yeah.
You'd be
that's
hitting
what would
deer
happen.
with your golf cart after about 10 years.
Which, to be clear, I've never gotten a cart girl number. That's why it would be fucking you know?
Heavenly, if
Yeah.
you did. Yeah.
She's like, hey, just if you're interested sometime, give me a call. And you're like, yeah.
And
I've
she's
never
she's never
to be
interested
even
in-
further clear. I've never asked for a cart girl number. I'm just saying, in golf course heaven, she would just give it to you. She would be like, "Hey, here's my number," and you'd be like, sorry, babe, I'm married."
You're like, I don't have a phone. I'm in heaven.
Are there pussy energy drinks in heaven?
No.
Well, it's got Gonara and milk thistle in it.
They don't have that in heaven. It's not going to work. They don't have South America in heaven. Where that shit comes from.
Or Antarctica. Maybe we're already here because all that shit's fake anyway.
Yeah.
And like, what's it? New Zealand and fucking
Dude,
Australia.
New Zealand? Are you really going to fucking come at me with New Zealand right now?
It's not real, bro.
Of course it's not real. What is this,
Bullshit.
Lord of the Rings?
I know, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Zealand? Where's Zealand? And why is there a new one? Like,
Where's the old Zealand?
yeah. Whoever asked that question? Nobody? Ever?
This is not real.
They just make shit up, dude. They just put new in front of it. Kind of like again. They're like, make New Zealand again.
Yeah.
Make New England again. Make New Mexico again.
Well, New Mexico makes sense. New Zealand doesn't.
Make New Jersey again.
What about New Mexico?
There's no New Mexico.
Again, though. But we're going to make a New Mexico again.
So it'd be like Nueve, New Mexico?
No, like we're making New Mexico, but again, so it's New Mexico. So we're making New Mexico again.
A new New Mexico.
Well, let's not make it dry. Let's
No,
make it wet.
New Mexico is going to be like dope.
It's going to be have a lot of booze.
We will have counties in it.
What are we going to have? Parishes?
Just like sand everywhere and stuff.
No, that would suck.
There's no lines.
What if New Mexico...
Just draw a line in the sand and be like, that's where we stop. That's where you can't not have alcohol.
Lines in the sand sounds cool.
White sand? White sands lines? Those kind of lines, you know?
What if it... Are Nazca lines?
Nazca lines. Yeah. You got to be in the air to see those things, like on a UFO or something.
Which
Yeah.
are fake also.
Not in New
Just like
Mexico.
planes.
Because they like crash there and stuff. They all like to crash there and like drop pictures and shit.
Yeah, I'm going to Roswell. That's going to be cool before I die.
It's pretty cool. I've been there.
Is it cool?
Yeah, I got abducted when I was like 8
Oh, okay.
and kidnapped and went to Roswell.
That's tight.
And then in the morning I woke up and I was back in my bed.
Okay.
You crashed your spaceship in New Mexico?
No, they didn't crash. They almost crashed, but we got back.
Yeah, these aliens are drunk as fuck, dude.
These aliens were all like a bunch of hot middle-aged women
Oh, tight.
that kidnapped me.
Tight.
I didn't understand what was going on at the time. I think they made a mistake. So they brought me back.
Now you have a bunch of alien offspring on some planet somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going
Alien
You
on.
fathered a whole
offspring?
race, Gator.
Yeah.
Sounds like a band name or
Yeah, it
something.
does.
You fathered a whole race.
Yeah, they're reptilians. That's why they call me
Okay.
Gator.
Yeah, okay.
You're part reptilian?
Yeah. Well, my offspring are, because the women were all reptilian
Oh,
offspring.
I see.
You tell me you wouldn't get down with a hot alligator-looking woman? She got like a tail and shit. You like move the tail out of the way. You're like,
A sexy alligator head
yeah, dude. She's got like lipstick on and stuff.
on her fucking teeth. She doesn't have lips. She just has teeth, but she's got lipstick on the teeth.
Here's
Yeah.
the deal. Instead of furries, we're scalies and we dress up in alligator suits.
And bang alligators.
Yeah, big alligators.
I mean, okay, to what end?
But like reptilians. Though.
What's the end game here?
We start making
No, I know that is the end
No, we're
game.
starting
That's what
we're starting a
doing.
new race, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we start conventions and then we see how many people show up in alligator suits.
Yeah, and they hang out and we're like, yeah.
We find out which ones we want to bang.
And then what?
And that's it.
You have alligator babies.
It's like going to golf course heaven. That's it. You get the golf course squirrel.
Alligator convention heaven?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's convenient.
Scaly, not furry.
That's
but
where I
scaly.
want to die, is at the alligator convention. I'll do that forever. Or if I get killed on the UFO, that'd be cool. Because then you're always on a UFO with hot reptilian bitches.
That'd be kind of cool.
Middle-aged?
Middle-aged, yeah.
Specifically?
Yeah.
What's middle-aged for a hot reptilian alien bitch?
Dude, they're like thousands of years old. But they look good. you
Right
know
in
what
the
I'm
middle?
saying? Yeah, right in the middle.
You like spout some math at him, like, oh, E equals MC squared. Like, oh, that's
like,
cute.
oh, that's cute.
That's
I wouldn't even
cute.
do that, dude. I would just throw them a big T-bone and they'd be all about it. It's just like, yeah, they might try to eat my dog after that, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just,
Or your kids, but that's okay because we're getting more tax credits.
yeah, and I'm having kids with them too, so
Yeah.
they lay
You
eggs.
fathered a whole reptilian race gator.
They lay eggs and I have to sit on them. The eggs.
That's cool.
You have to sit on the eggs.
First he has to come on him, and
That's
then he
how you-
sits on him.
That's a yeah.
Oh, that would suck. What if it's a bunch of hot reptilian alien bitches and you're like, oh, this is going to be awesome. They're like, we want you to fertilize us. And you're like, hell yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, here's our eggs. Just jizz on
Get
them.
after it. You're like, what am I? What?
All right, I'm going to make this work. But look,
You're like, you got to
I'm
jizz
not
on them,
super excited about it.
and you got to sit on them for like light years. It's all sticky and cold, slimy and shit. You're like, this is fucked up. These
Yeah.
bitches are lying to me. This is a prank. They just want me to sit in my own shit on this egg. This isn't even a real egg. It's just made out of like clay. This is fucked up.
And then they kill you right there, and you're a poltergeist in that spot.
Yeah, they hit you with the cow kill gun that they like, it's pneumatic and it goes right through your brain. and then you're forever sitting on eggs, covered in your own cum. Forever. And they're like Cenobites now. Cenobite reptilian bitches. They're not nice anymore.
No, that's not fair, because you like that shit. They're like, we're actually Cenobites. And you're like, that's the shit I'm into.
Yeah. Torture me for eternity.
Angels to some, demons to others.
Yeah. Maybe angels to me. Earth angels. Reptilian angels. Only if they could fly, but they don't have flying reptiles. They call those birds. Or dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs aren't real, dude.
So we gotta go with reptilian bitches. We'll look at some pictures of hot reptilians after this.
Hot
You'll
reptilians.
see what I'm talking about. Especially the one with tails. That's where it's at, dude.
But apparently the reptilians look just like us.
How does that make sense? They have
Not
scales.
when they take their clothes off.
Oh, really? Well, Gator would know because he's fathered.
You never seen some alligator tits, have you?
No.
This may be a stupid question. Don't reptiles have a cloaca like birds?
No.
Like they just poop and shit and fuck all of the same hole?
I think so. And like yell out of it and stuff. Yeah, they're like birds. They just don't have feathers. But yeah, they have one big hole that like everything happens in.
So that would be a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah, you'd be a little disappointed. But you'd be like, I did all the stuff today.
Took care of everything.
Yeah. My bucket list.
Yeah.
Cloacas, huh?
Butthole.
Cloacas. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
What if that was a name? There's somebody out there named Cloaca. I guarantee.
Oh my god.
And they're going to be tough as nails, you know?
Are they though? Yeah, they probably are. They're probably aggressive and stuff because their name.
Yeah,
People would be like, your name is this meaning. And they'd be like, fuck you.
Your name is Gray. Forget.
Yeah. Great forget Cloaca. Yeah. Cloaca.
So the scientists say that working from home makes people happier.
Well, duh. I think so. I think that's really good research. And these companies should be taking into effect and make sure that no one wants to go to the office. We'd rather just stay like half naked and like dress from the top to our shorts and then wear boxers and then be in Zoom meetings that way.
I saw that it's not the same article, but it's I guess Austin's tech scene they're saying has been slowing down because the return to office policies. It's not attracting tech talent to Austin.
I'm more thinking let's attract tech talent to Austin by opening a business that comes up with these wild, like I'm a scientist and a researcher, you know? Turns out jerking off feels good, and we just release that. And we're like, yeah, we get paid for that.
That's a brilliant idea. Because you
And
can
then
just
we're
say
like-
anything and you're like, turns out suns give you sunburn.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
And then people are like, dude, you're just scamming. And you're like, oh, you're a fucking sunburn denier now?
Yeah.
Sunburns aren't real? Show us how sunburns aren't real.
When people are tired, they sleep.
And they're like, that's not what I'm talking about. And you're like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot.
I think the only people that would
Sunburn denier.
like working from the office would be the boss, so that way he knows where everybody is and he can go talk to them whenever he wants to.
Unless he's
All the
working from home
workers want to
too.
work from.
He can work from home too.
Well, not everyone can work from home. That's the thing.
People can work in other people's homes.
Yeah, you got me there.
Right?
Like maids and stuff.
Yeah.
And plumbers,
Plumbers and shit.
AC.
Pool dudes.
Escorts.
It's true.
So what about those people? Fuck those people? Because they can't work from home.
No, they work from other people's home.
Yeah. So I guess they're happy too.
So still working from home.
Yeah.
A home.
Carpenters. They're not even working in a home yet.
Well, it's as soon as the home was conceived, like as an idea, then it became a home.
What if you conceived homes professionally?
I just conceive of them.
No, you like breed homes, dude.
Oh, okay.
You're a home breeder. That's your job title. You have a card, business card. Home breeder.
I don't know.
Professional house conceiver.
I don't know how you sell that, but
You have to build the home and interior decorate it all at the same time.
Yeah. With your magic wand.
Yeah.
You breed it. You just make a bunch of them. Houses just have more houses. And they get built.
houses beget houses.
Yeah. Begetting houses,
Proliferate
begetting
houses?
houses, begetting houses.
That sounds like
It's prolific.
my number one hit rap single.
Can I get a lake house,
get
Gator?
houses? Get houses.
Blake,
get
you need to
houses.
breed me a house on the lake.
Can you conceive that?
But see, that's the that's the thing is you have to conceive a house on the lake
Then you go breed it.
before you can beget more houses.
I'll pay you for it.
Ooh, that's a service right there.
Well, I'll start conceiving then.
Mm.
Yeah.
Will you?
These Blake's like, yeah, there's a down payment,
Are
motherfucker.
you going to conceive Matt's house?
And then I'm gonna be like the dentist and be like, I thought you had insurance for this bullshit, motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, are you gonna use insurance to
Yeah,
breed homes?
I'm using conception insurance, and Blake's going to take it. And he's going to tell me down payment.
Dude, that's a good way to.
But you got to pay up front.
You can't.
Yeah, he's going to pay me up front, and then he's going to tell me that the insurance is bullshit.
That's how you don't pay fucking single taxes. You breed houses.
Is that the workaround?
That's the workaround. That's the tax loophole.
Oh, give me that work.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I think I call that a reach around. But that's part of your job description, being a home breeder.
A tax reach around.
Yeah, tax reach around.
Dude, we need more of those, is what we need. The tax reach around? Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I can't wait to talk to a lawyer about that someday.
Is this like a tax reach around? Like, no.
You're like, how do you get some of these tax reach arounds?
So you get 2 stimulus checks, so like one's your reach around check and one's your stimulus check. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I got stimulated and they reached around. And...
It's stimulus only usable at strip clubs. It's strip club money.
I think that's part of the big beautiful bill. Is like they're not going to tax strippers anymore.
Oh, okay.
They're not going to tax overtime.
No more stripper tax? So it's cheaper now? You don't have to pay as much?
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, you have to pay tax before.
Pay cover charge.
Sales tax. You go in there and...
Can insurance pay my my strip club cover charge?
Strip club insurance. This is an interesting
Strip
concept.
club insurance.
What is that?
It covers my
Well,
cover
you know,
charge.
sometimes you go into like the dentist office and they're like, "That's $4,000," and you're like, "Holy shit! I didn't expect that." It's that, but for strip clubs, you know.
Yeah, like we'll cover part of it. But you owe us this much today. Yeah, that's brilliant. And you can send people to collections and shit because they won't be able to pay it.
Dude, it's the exact same though, right?
We need strip club insurance.
Yeah, dude. We're going to sell it.
It's like $50 a month.
Yeah.
You know? But you got to get a lot of people to pay in. And then
Yeah.
Dude, that's brilliant, dude.
You go to different strip clubs, you got like insurance adjusters and shit.
They're like, oh, you got
happened to the
you got
VIP?
whiskey and whiskers strip club insurance?
Yeah.
We don't accept that. You're going to have to pay up front.
So you saw our titties and then
You went to VIP? What happened?
Like, I don't know what happened after that.
you threw up everywhere?
Sir, were you drinking at this strip club? Because that voids the insurance.
Yeah. We don't cover drinks.
No.
That's why you got to go to the BAYOB places. It's a reach around. It's an insurance reach around.
Insurance reach around.
All right, guys. Whiskey and Whiskers website is up. It's whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com. At whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com, you can click on the Patreon link, go to our Patreon, and start donating some money because you broke motherfuckers aren't paying enough for us to keep the show going. So do that. Do it. Like, what? Like, what do we want? $50, $100 a month?
1,000.
How about the reach around insurance?
Yeah, we got to start paying for this. And look, we have a lot of ideas for a lot of great business concepts.
Yes.
And if we're gonna try to do any of these dreams that we have for you guys, then we need some financial backing.
Yeah. To bring you this inspiration.
So yeah, go to our Patreon, donate at least like $1. You broke motherfucker. You can pay for that. All right, new episodes every Monday, new content all the time. We'll see you next week.